All right, everyone, remember Clippy, that little paperclip from Microsoft Word? Well, he's back, but this time he's had a serious upgrade. And he's hanging out in your spreadsheets, in your presentations, and even your inbox.
Yeah, it's true. We're talking about Microsoft 365 Copilot Artificial Intelligence woven right into those everyday tools you already use.
Okay, so we've got a ton of articles and announcements about this, so let's deep dive into what's new and, more importantly, what it means for you.
Sounds good.
Microsoft is calling this their second wave of AI integration. What's the big deal here?
Well, this isn't just about adding some flashy features.
Right?
Microsoft is making a statement about the future of work. They're betting big on AI becoming your everyday partner in getting things done. Think less about robots taking over and more about robots taking out the trash, the digital trash that is.
So less dystopian robot uprising, more like digital assistants who actually live up to their name.
Exactly. And the potential for productivity, especially for businesses, is huge.
All right, I'm intrigued. Let's get specific. First up, Excel. It's getting a serious upgrade with something called Python integration.
And this is big news. Python is this powerful programming language that data scientists use all the time, but it's notoriously tricky to learn. Microsoft is essentially putting a Python expert right inside Excel.
Okay, so instead of needing to code, you just talk to Excel. One of the articles mentioned predicting sales based on customer satisfaction. Could I really do that without writing a single line of code?
Absolutely. Imagine saying to Excel, hey, show me if there's a link between how happy our customers are and how much they buy. Copilot takes that request, translates it into Python code behind the scenes, analyzes your data, and boom, you've got insights that used to require a whole data science team.
Wow, that is wild. You're telling me that kind of analysis power, which used to be reserved for huge companies, could be at the fingertips of small businesses, even individual departments.
Precisely. It's about democratizing data analysis. Suddenly, anyone can unlock insights from their data regardless of their technical skills.
Right.
Of course, there are some valid security concerns about running something as powerful as Python in the cloud, which some of the articles you shared pointed out.
Right, because if we've learned anything from those spy movies, is that data in the wrong hands can be messy. Microsoft claims they've built Copilot with something called enterprise-grade security measures. But what does that even mean, in plain English?
Basically, it means they've designed Copilot to meet the security standards of large companies who are extra cautious about protecting their sensitive data. Think banks, healthcare providers, that kind of thing.
Right.
But it's still very early days, so businesses will need to carefully weigh the benefits against the risks as this technology rolls out.
It's like anything new, exciting potential, but with a healthy dose of proceed with caution. Speaking of things that make us proceed with caution, let's talk about PowerPoint.
Ah, yes, the presentation software that seems to inspire dread in even the most seasoned professional. Microsoft is attempting to tackle that with Copilot's new features, the narrative builder and the brand manager.
Okay, I'm all for less jargon, more magic.
Yeah.
What do these features actually do?
Picture this. You need to give a presentation about, say, a new marketing campaign. You tell Copilot your topic, and it generates a basic outline for you, complete with talking points and even placeholders for visual.
Wait, hold on. It's creating the structure for me. That's insane. I can already see myself using that tomorrow.
It's pretty impressive, right? And it gets even better. The Brand Manager feature ensures all your presentations stay consistent with your company's branding. No more frantically searching for the right logo or font size at the last minute. It's all handled for you.
It's like having a design assistant and a brand manager built right into PowerPoint. All right, Microsoft, you're 2 for 2 so far. But what about the email monster lurking in all of our inboxes? You know what I'm talking about? Outlook?
The bane of modern existence,
It's
right?
us.
Well, it seems Microsoft is aiming to tame that beast with AI-powered email prioritization and summarization.
Hold on. Are you telling me that Copilot can finally help me achieve the mythical Inbox Zero? Because if so, I'm listening. Inbox Zero a dream. But seriously, how does Copilot handle email any differently than the filters and rules we already have?
Yeah.
Can it really understand the context of our work lives?
That's the million-dollar question. Your current inbox setup can weed out the obvious spam, sure, but what about those gray area emails? Copilot takes it a step further by analyzing your messages based on the sender, the content, even your past behavior to prioritize what's truly important. Plus, it can whip up concise summaries so you can get the gist without even opening the email.
So instead of starting my day by deleting newsletters I never read and wading through endless reply alls, I can focus on the emails that actually require my attention. That's a game changer.
Exactly. Imagine clearing out the mental clutter of an overflowing inbox and having more time for the strategic, high-level work that actually moves the needle.
Okay, I'm back on board the sign me up train. But it does make you wonder, how does Copilot determine what's important? Does it just come pre-programmed with some generic idea of importance, or is there more to it?
What's fascinating here is that Copilot isn't static. It's designed to learn your preferences over time. The more you use it, the better it gets at knowing what you consider urgent, what you typically ignore, and what requires your immediate attention. It's like having an assistant who actually pays attention to how you work and adapts accordingly.
Okay, now that is smart. But let's zoom out a bit. We've talked about these individual features in Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook, but I'm sensing a bigger story here. What does it mean for Microsoft to be pushing so hard into this AI-powered productivity space?
It's a clear sign that we're on the cusp of a major shift in how we think about work itself. For decades, software has been about automation, making us faster, more efficient. But with AI, we're talking about a fundamental change in how we approach problem-solving, creativity, even decision-making.
It's like AI is becoming our partner, not just a tool.
Exactly. And that has enormous implications for how we learn new skills, how teams collaborate, and even the very nature of some jobs. One of the articles you share even touched on this idea of AI freeing us up for more human tasks.
It's almost like if AI can handle the data crunching and the repetitive tasks, what does that free us up to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's taking care of all the grunt work so we can focus on the big picture thinking, the strategic planning, the creative problem solving,
Right.
the things that, at least for now, still require that human touch.
Precisely. It's about augmenting our abilities, not replacing them entirely. Think about brainstorming sessions, where AI is pulling in relevant data and insights in real time, helping teams make quicker, more informed decisions.
Instead of getting bogged down in, who's going to create the presentation slides.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
all been there.
It could lead to a much more fluid, dynamic, and ultimately more productive way of working. It's reminiscent of the early days of the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Remember all that fear and uncertainty, but look what happened. It unlocked so much potential and transformed the way we live and work.
Totally. It feels like we're at a similar crossroads with AI. There's that same mix of excitement and apprehension, but also this incredible potential for positive change.
And that's exactly why these deep dives, these conversations about what this technology means are so crucial. It's not about being swept away by the hype or burying our heads in the sand. It's about engaging with this technology thoughtfully and critically.
Asking the tough questions, exploring the potential downsides, and figuring out how to harness the power of AI without losing sight of what makes us human.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And on that note, I think it's time to leave our listener with something to ponder as they navigate this brave new world of AI-powered productivity.
The question we're all asking ourselves, if these AI tools really do live up to the hype, if they can take over those tasks that bog us down and stress us out, what does that free us up to do? What human potential can we unlock when we have these digital partners by our side?
It's a question worth pondering, and I have a feeling it's one we'll be revisiting here on the Deep Dive as this technology continues to evolve.
Until next time, keep diving deep, everyone.